Hello, everybody. Revolver Guy, prepping for poor people. Today, I want to do a little video on the Second Amendment and what the left is trying to do to try to take all of our gun rights away. There's a lot of talk by politicians right now after what happened in New Zealand about banning semi-automatic weapons and military-style assault rifles and all this nonsense. So I just want to do a short little video, give you my opinion on it, give you a couple ideas I've had on what's happening and what may happen here soon. There's a lot of talk, a lot of chatter on the internet, social media. Of course, you have all these lefties that are running around saying, "Oh, guns kill people," and I mean, these people are idiots. They really are. I was in a discussion with a lady about this subject, and I told her, I said, what good is it going to do you to get rid of guns when I or anybody could kill 50 people without a gun? Do you really think you're going to stop all the killings? And this lady's just a blooming liberal idiot. Talking to her was like talking to a wall. I found out quickly it wasn't even wasting my time talking to her. So I don't do a lot of talking like that on social media anymore because these people are just so brainwashed, and they think that they are so right, and in their minds, everything they do is for the good of people, and everything that anybody else does is evil. And what they don't realize is they've been duped. They really have, by Satan, because the Bible said in the end times that good would be called evil and evil would be called good. And you're certainly seeing that right now. You've got a bunch of people that advocate for killing a baby in a womb, or even after it's born now, just because somebody doesn't want it. These people advocate for this, and then they come back in the next breath and tell you that your guns are evil and that you just want to kill people with them. It's just all ridiculous. I mean, it's all nonsense, and they've bought into the liberal media lies and the propaganda. And the United States is the one place in this world, the last stronghold of firearms and military power. And it's not just about our military. It's about the militia. It's about the people. There is no country even close to us for the amount of firearms that we have. I mean, there's estimates between 300 and 400 million firearms and billions of rounds of ammunition here. So with that, it's a tough place to take over. And the liberals are falling right into the trap of these idiots, or the liberals are being idiots and falling into the trap of the New World Order globalists. And I tell you, I can see something coming down the pipe. I saw a little video yesterday from a guy. He usually just spouts a bunch of nonsense, but he had a really good video, though, that kind of made me think. It was kind of his idea about how maybe it could happen. I've often thought about it. I don't know how they would really go about confiscating our weapons, because they know it's going to be a bloody war, and it's going to be very unpopular and very ugly, and most people don't want to fire on their own people. So most cops are not going to come take your guns from you. Most military are not going to. There are some. There's a lot of idiots in the FBI and ATF and some local cops running around that think that they should be able to do whatever they want to and don't take the Constitution into consideration about anything. Or they're just mindless zombies that'll do whatever they're told. But like around here where I live, this local sheriff, there's no way he would. I know him, and I know he wouldn't have his deputies come and take guns from people just because some idiot in Washington said that you shouldn't be able to own an AR-15 or an AK-47 or whatever. So I don't really know exactly how it would go down, but this plausible plan really made me think, because it's definitely something that could happen. And what the scenario was attacks like happened in New Zealand, and they've happened here before. Uh, you're talking about a coordinated effort to attack all over the country in several places at once, or at least within a short period of time. And so if you have 8 or 10 or 12 coordinated attacks where 50 to 100 people die at once, and then you have a politician or even Trump. I mean, Trump's knee-jerk reaction to the bump stock ban really worries me, because have something happen where hundreds and hundreds of people die, or even thousands. I could see Trump having a knee-jerk reaction. And of course, all the politicians in Washington, they're all dirty, and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's a bunch of scumbags. I don't trust any of them. And I could see them coming up with this plan to take guns from people. And unfortunately, there's a lot of foolish Americans. And a lot of them will turn in their guns because they get scared and they want some safety. You know, I believe it was Benjamin Franklin that said, if you're willing to give up a little bit of liberty to gain a little bit of safety, you deserve neither. And I wholeheartedly believe that. You know, no matter what happens, you know, why would me giving up my guns benefit me in any way to be safer? It's just not going to. And I'm not going to do it. I'm telling you, folks, I'm not exactly sure what the plan is, but that seems like a very plausible idea to me. You get people scared and they do foolish things. And but I tell you right now, I'm not giving them up. And you know, the old saying, they'll have to pry for my cold dead hand. Well, that's a fact, because I would rather die free than live a slave. And I'm wondering how many people out there feel the same way. You always hear about the 3%, and that's about 10 million people in this country. It's not a lot, but that's a lot of people. That's the biggest army in this world. And I know quite a few people around me that feel the same way. So I hope it never comes to that, because it's going to be a bad situation. And if they come to my house or my area, start collecting guns, there's going to be a lot of bodies laying around, unfortunately. And I hope it never comes to that. I pray to God that He'll bring this country peace and bring this world peace. I know every day the devil's fighting that, because he's out to destroy mankind. So anyway, just my thoughts on the gun control arguments going on right now. I'd like to know what you think. If you don't care, like and subscribe. And remember, all gun laws are unconstitutional.